Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone have had your breakfast already. So I'm Anne. I'm the speaker for this session. I would like to give thanks to Kiddo's Place for inviting me to this special and meaningful event. Well, before I start my presentation or my sharing, I would like to also shout out to every audience here online with us that we are having a giveaway contest sponsored by Perfect Cadence throughout this sharing session. Now, if you sit through all three sharing session, by the end of each session, all of the speakers will ask one question, and if you get the answers, it will be regarding the sharing. Okay, the answer is very easy. The question is also very easy. Don't worry. Okay, then type your answers in the comment section, and also tag 3 friends, like and share our Facebook page, and you will stand a chance to win a 7-tone ukulele plus one free online music lesson, also sponsored by Perfect Cadence. Now, we also have 5 consolation prize, which is also one free music lesson, online music lesson. So don't miss out this great opportunity to learn something new, to grab our grand prize and sit through all 3 of our very meaningful and I hope that inspired you in some ways through our sharing session. So if you want to know more about the mechanism, or if I'm not explaining myself too well, you can always refer back to Kiddo's Place, their Facebook post. We have a detailed step-by-step the prize winning and condition steps for you to follow, so you will stand a chance to win the grand prize. All right, okay, so without further ado, I'm going to start my sharing session today, which is Discover Emotion Through Music Appreciation. And here we go. Well, I hope my PowerPoint is up. Okay, so I'm sure that everyone is aware that music has the ability to invoke our emotions, or we say trigger our emotions. Okay, so music is a way of telling stories. It's a form of expression. When we listen to certain music, we'll feel happy, we'll feel love, we will cry with the songs, or sometimes we feel anger, bored. So these are all emotions. Today I'm going to break down the strong structure, to let us understand why we feel the way we feel when we listen to songs. Now, for emotions, I want to clarify a bit of the emotion today. Okay. Uh, okay. So, when we talk about emotion, from Google, I was able to get the fact that the researchers from University of California, Berkeley, they have discovered that music invokes at least 13 emotions after surveying for more than 2,500 people about their emotion response to thousands of other songs from music genres like rock, folk, jazz, classical, pop, experimental, heavy music. Okay, and some of these emotions are, if you can see from the slides here, you feel beautiful sometimes when you listen to songs, calm, relaxing, or sad, dreamy, triumphant. All these are emotions. These are the list of emotions that the researchers has discovered. So here, I would like to put into 2 categories. All right. One is, we call it while listening to music, we have a perceived emotion and a felt emotion. Now, perceived emotion is when I listen to the music tells me, oh, this song, I should feel happy. So this is the perceived emotion. Whereas felt emotion, it triggers something deeper within you. Let's say when I listen to a sad song, it triggers my memory of my puppy who has passed away. So it triggered a memory, a sad memory. So that's where I felt, that's the felt emotion. So perceived emotion and felt emotion are two quite related, but two different things. Okay, so today we'll talk about more on perceived emotion, but it will also link back to felt emotion. All right. So how do we identify or recognize these emotions? Through the music that we are listening. Okay, so music has certain features and components that will build up or trigger the emotions when we listen to music. So these features are tempo, tonality, dynamics, articulation, melodies, rhythm, meter, and instrumentation. Okay, so I will go into more detail each of the feature later on. So this is just an introductory breakdown from the song that the features, these features will trigger or will let us feel our perceived emotion, how we perceive our emotion. Okay, so the first up is tempo. Tempo is also called the speed of the musical piece, the speed of pace of the musical piece. So I've break down into three categories. One is the fast tempo. The next one is mid tempo, and you have the slow tempo. So fast tempo music is usually around 120 and above. That's where you will feel it's very energetic, lively, pump up. You will want to dance with the song, move along with the song. Sometimes even you feel anger, indignant, and defiant. These are fast tempo music. So I will also showcase of quite a few sound clips today for listening exercise. So today we'll be doing a lot of listening exercise. So let's listen to one of the fast tempo song. This is 120 and above. And this is the next one, also a fast tempo song. Well, it felt like a jumble of mixture or something, but that's the genre of, we call it the drum and bass. So drum and bass usually is 170 and above, so it's very fast tempo. Sometimes our ears can't even catch what the tune like, but it's one of the very popular electronic dance music, one of the genre of it. All right. Okay. So next one we move on is the mid tempo. So mid tempo, the pace is around 80 to 120 BPM. So BPM stands for beat per minute. All right. So how many clicks you have per minute. All right. So this is mid tempo. So mid tempo will make you feel triumphant, heroic, beautiful, graceful, majestic, uplifting, and soft. Okay. And we listen to one of the mid tempo song. All right, so this is a mid-tempo song. So you feel that it's very in line with your heartbeat. So you feel you're walking at a walking pace. You're feeling like a hero walking slowly towards a scene. All right, so this is a mid-tempo song. All right, and the next one is a slow tempo. So slow tempo is usually below 60, I would say. So slow tempo will makes you feel very serene, calm, relaxing, sometimes even sad. So you hear a lot of sad songs, heartbroken songs, all are very slow songs. We don't make songs that fast tempo, but we are talking about sad. Maybe some songs that's the case, but usually when we hear slow songs and slow tempo song, it will calm down our nerves, it will slow down our heartbeat. That's why we will feel calm and relaxed. All right, so let's hear one sound clip for the slow tempo songs. Okay, so you hear that it's very slow. Maybe some of you will think the song is very sad. Some of you will think the song is very calming and relaxing. So we have different perceived emotion to the same song. All right, but always when the song tempo is slow, it sort of like calms you down, make your heartbeat slow down a little bit. Okay, so that's the emotion that the tempo, this tempo feature will bring out our emotion. It will calm down our nerves instead. All right, so move on to the next feature. Okay, the next one is called tonality, mode, or scale. Okay, so tonality is the type of scale. Now, this is a bit more towards musical theory, but I'll try to explain in layman's term. All right, so usually in one song it will made out of different kind of tonality. Okay, so you sometimes the song will come in a major tonality and sometimes a minor tonality, chromatic scales, whole tone scales, octatonic scales, and many more. Okay, I'll demonstrate an example of major tonality. Usually major tonality will sound happy. You will feel that the song is happy, brings out the happiness in you. All right, so for example, okay, so this is just the chords, basic chord. Okay, just by playing the major tonality chords, you immediately feel that wow, this music or this melody, it sounded happy. It doesn't makes me feel sad. Whereas the minor tonality, if I just tweak a little bit of one of the notes in the tone, it will immediately feels different way. So this is a minor tonality where you can tell me what do you feel after you listen and compare to the major tonality. One more time. The same chord progression, but in a major and change to a minor tonality, will immediately change from a happy mode, change to a sad mode. Okay, so maybe I can play two of them together for you to compare. This is a major. So here you can differentiate two types of tonality: a major, a happy one, and a minor tonality, a sad one. But sometimes minor tonality doesn't really just brings out the sadness. It can sometimes means determination, resolution, and not so negative emotions. All right. Okay, so we move on to the next one. This is the chromatic scale. So chromatic scales, it will gives you a very cheeky, a very mysterious, weird, and quirky kind of emotion. Okay, so I'll play a small short clip. Okay, this is by the Pink Panther. The Pink Panther uses a lot of chromatic notes. Okay, so it lets you have the feeling of mysterious, like something mischievous, something quirky. All right, so we have a listen. All right, you got that? One more time. All right, so that is chromatic scale. So when you hear a lot of chromatic notes, okay, you'll feel the weird and quirky sound coming out, okay, and sometimes the chromatic notes will also lets you feel danger. Well, this is a very famous piece, okay? I'm sure if I play it out, everyone will know, okay? So whenever we want to signal the danger is coming, something dangerous is coming along, we will use these two notes, all right? So this is... Yeah. All right. So this is also a chromatic notes. So by a very famous composer, John Williams, he uses these two specific chromatic notes, okay, to describe the danger coming. So this is from the famous movie Jaws, okay, to signal the shark is coming. And I'm sure right now a lot of fathers and parents, mothers know the famous song Baby Shark, okay? So you will hear that the front intro, they will use a little bit of this chromatic da 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 da. Yeah, so this chromatic scale um will 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 let you feel that something is coming over, something dangerous or weird and quirky. All right. So now the next one is called whole tone scale. Okay, whole tone scale will makes you feel like you are floating through the space. Okay, it's a very dreamy, very underwater kind of like you are in outer space exploring the world. All right, so whole tone scale sounds like this. One more time. Weird, right? Okay, so these are all the tonality, mode, and scales that made up a song. So when our song we uses different tonality, different scales, it will gives us a different mood, different emotion. All right. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. The next one I'm going to talk about is the dynamics. Okay, so dynamics is the physical strength and amplitude of the sound. Okay, so how loud or soft, okay, or medium your song is. All right, so here I put it into four categories. So loud sounding, soft to loud, and loud to soft. Now, loud sounding music, usually we will feel that it's very intense, it's power, it's anger. Like when you're fighting, you're quarreling with your siblings, with your brothers, you tend to shout. So when you shout, there's intensity, there's power in it. So loud sounding music gives you this anger, this defiant kind of feeling. And soft sounding, when you're soft spoken, all right, so you will feel calm and relaxed and serene. But sometimes soft music that comes with a different tonality, okay, will makes you feel differently. Imagine that a scary movie. Yes. So in the scary movie, you have soft sounding but very piercing sound. All right. So you feel scary. So that's different way of using soft sounding. All right. And the next one is from soft to loud. So from soft to loud, okay, imagine you are turning up your radio volume, okay, so you'll feel pumped up. It's building up to the climax with anticipation, all right? And loud to soft. So loud to soft, you are turning down your radio, okay, so it's the music is slowly dying away, loosen up, okay. So here we will listen to some of the music clips as well, okay. The first one up is loud sounding, loud sounding music.
I did my time and I went out. So abusive, pain, it doesn't cut. The soul is not so vibrant. The reckoning, the sickening, like a chase of virgin. Pseudo sacred thing for virgins. Go drill your deserts, go dig your graves. Then fill your mouth with all the money you will save. Sinking in, getting more again. I'm done, it has begun. I'm not the only one. Never made the kill.
Okay, that's loud sounding. Next one is a soft sounding music. Next one is loud to soft. Okay, and the last one is soft to loud. You hear that? So when soft to loud, it will give you the anticipation that something is happening, something is built up. Now, if you listen to the second clip, the soft sounding clip that I have just now, I'm not sure whether it gives you a scare, but I put a scary tune instead, but it's still soft, but it's a scary tune. All right, so that's why sometimes soft sounding music, although we say it let us feel calm, relaxed, and serene, but if we mix it with another feature, which is the different tonality, we will have a different feeling. All right, so later on I'll explain further on what it means by that. Okay, so next feature I'm going to talk about is the articulation. Okay, so articulation are the way the music notes are played. Okay, so here you will see a lot of pictures around here, articulation. Okay, I put it to two categories. One we call the detached playing, and one is the smooth playing notes. Okay, so detached playing, we have quite a few different kind of musical terms. Okay, usually we call it staccato, all right, which is very short and bouncy notes. All right, so short and bouncy notes will makes you feel that it's quirky, it's cheeky, that you want to long. Okay, so the also also a very famous example is the one that I played just now, the Pink Panther. One more time for everyone to listen. So when we do a lot of staccatos, okay, you will feel that it's you want to tiptoe. Like you want to tiptoe, you want to go and have fun, all right? So these are the detached notes that will makes you feel. All right, the next one is smooth playing notes. Now, smooth playing notes is when you join all the notes together in one. Okay, play in one smooth sentence. All right, so this is how it will sound. It will sound very smooth, very swaying. You will it's very serene, it's very calm, okay, very soothing. So here is one of the example. So when you connect, when you play the notes all together very smoothly, so it will sound very soothing. All right, okay, so this is the articulation. Okay, next feature. Next feature is the melody or harmonies. Okay, so it's a sequence of music notes played in a musical piece. Okay, and we have complementing harmonies, clashing harmonies, high sounding notes, and low sounding notes. So I divided into these four category so that you can understand why these features will evoke our different kind of emotion. Now, complementing harmonies usually it complements each other. So it works when it works together, when it works well together with each other, you will feel happiness, you'll feel serene, you'll feel relaxation. Okay, whereas clashing harmonies, okay, when it's clashed together, when you're fighting with each other, you will feel uneasiness, you'll feel annoyed, fearful, anxious, scary, and so on. Okay, high sounding notes. Okay, so high sounding notes, when you play notes that are very in the high range area, okay, you will get the tinkling, sparkling, bright light kind of feeling, like a fairy tale, like a Tinkerbell. Okay, whereas low sounding notes, okay, will makes you feel dark, solemn. Okay, so high sounding notes maybe sound like this. So you feel very tinkling, okay, whereas the low sounding notes, okay, so these are low sounding notes. It makes you immediately the heart sank down a little bit. All right, okay, so I will also play you complementing. What do I mean by complementing harmonies? Okay, so listen to this clip. The first one is complementing harmonies, the next one will be clashing harmonies. See what how do you feel about it? All right, okay. Okay, very short one. One more time. Yeah, so this is complementing harmonies, is working together with each other. The next one is clashing harmonies. Okay, so this is clashing harmonies. It sounded very scary, very annoyed, right? Okay, all right. So this is what I meant by different kind of melody and harmonies. All right. Okay. So different kind of feeling it brings out. So for the next feature, we will be talking about meter and rhythm. So meter and rhythm, meter is the time signature or the beat division of a song, okay? And rhythm is the regularly recurring pattern or beat of the song. I'm sure everyone knows. Also, later I'll show you more example and clips of these two meter and rhythm. Okay, so usually meter or time signature, we have the more commonly used, which is 2/4 or 4/4, or a 3/4 time signature. So 2/4 and 4/4 time signature, um, 2/4 sounds like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, and 4/4 sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2/4 and 4/4 gives us a steady pulse, steady beat. All right. So we will feel that everything is in place, is straightforward, is symmetrical, and most pop music are usually in 4/4. So it's easier to dance with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Whereas 3/4 time signature, this is we call it a waltz. Okay, a dancing time signature. Usually, ballroom dance, the music for ballroom dance, or called waltz or minuets, are in 3/4 time signature. So it gives us the feeling of lilting, romantic, and graceful. Okay, and rhythm, if we have a smooth and consistent rhythm, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, we will feel that we are in peace. Okay, it's very in place, everything is smooth, and we feel happiness and peace. Okay, but sometimes, okay, irregular, we have irregular and rough rhythm. Okay, we'll feel that amusement because it triggers our curiosity, okay, and uneasiness. Okay, so what do I mean by irregular rhythm? Okay, I'm sure a lot of you heard of the song Mission Impossible. Okay, Mission Impossible, the theme song from Mission Impossible is actually in a 5/4. Okay, you see we have 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 time signature. Now we have a 5/4. So 5/4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's irregular. So when irregular, it will triggers your curiosity. It will catch your attention, and you will pay more attention to it. It doesn't necessarily means something bad, but it's just the way that music composers use it to articulate some stories behind it. Okay, so let us listen to some of the songs in 2/4 time, 4/4 time, 3/4 time, and irregular rhythm. Okay, so the first one, if I'd like you to listen, is a 3/4 music. Yes, so this is a very famous piece, the Blue Danube, okay, by John Strauss. Okay, so this is a 3/4 song. Okay, we call it the waltz. Okay, and another famous piece by Jay Chou. He also uses 3/4 time in his pop song. So you can have a listen. He has done it very well, and it doesn't feel odd, but it gives you a feeling of very amused. Okay, so this is the next song.
地之中不是连中土壤，我喝着猪油到了花香，草地上的美丽果实芬芳，你就像电视手里的糖。小鸟在手里想起自己是个雕像，曾经的梦。
All right, so this is also in 3/4 time, but a pop music context. All right, okay. And next up is the irregular time signature, irregular time. Yes, so this is, I'm sure you catch the tune is Jingle Bells, but it's played in irregular time signature. Okay, so it sort of like triggers your amusement, triggers your curiosity that you want to hear more about it. Okay, so the next one is the Mission Impossible tune that I talked just now. So it also uses irregular time signature, irregular rhythm. Yes, so this is the irregular time signature. Okay, so I hope that everyone gets what I want to tell in my speech today. Okay, so move on to the next feature. So next feature I'm going to talk about is the instrumentation. So instrumentation means the different usage of instrument and sound in a piece of music. There's so many instruments all around the world, okay, musical instrument. So I'm just only going to pick a few to introduce different kind of instrument will trigger our different emotional parts. Okay, so I'm sure the first one up here, this is a piano. So piano usually, when we perceive it, when we see it, it gives us a feeling of graceful, peaceful, calm, relaxing, serene, and romantic. And I'm sure everyone have heard how does a piano sound like. Okay, all right. So this is a piano. The next one is these are both guitars. Can you differentiate what's the difference between these two guitars? On the left hand side, my left, I would say, okay, it's an electric guitar, whereas the right hand side is the acoustic guitar. Now, although they are both guitars, but the feeling that it gives us when we hear their sound is quite different. Electric guitar usually let us feel that it's defiant, it's anger, intensity, because they use so much in rock and metal music. Whereas acoustic guitar or ukulele, when they are made of wood, so it gives us a feeling of organic, very country-like, very approachable, very calm and relaxing. Okay, so this, although they are both different guitars, but they gives us a different feeling. Now the third one up is called a celeste. It looks something like a piano, right? But it has a different mechanism. Now a piano is you are hitting metal strings. The keys are hitting the metal strings, whereas celeste is hitting a metal board instead. Okay, so it in a more understandable way is something like a xylophone, vibraphone, yeah, if you heard it, or glockenspiel. Okay, so this instrument will, if you play on it, it will let you feel that you are in a fairy tale land. It's very tinkling, it's very mysterious, it's very wonderful. Okay, fairy tale. All right, and next up is, this is a vibraphone or xylophone or glockenspiel, okay, you can call it. And next one up is the brass section. So the brass section is the trumpets, trombone, tuba, French horn, all these brass instruments are all together. Okay, when they play together, you will feel that it's very majestic, it's very triumphant, and it's very heroic. All right. So same thing. I'm going to play the clips for this instrument. You can have a listen and understand what the feeling it brings to you. First one is the piano. Okay, and the next one is an electric guitar. Okay, and the next one is an acoustic guitar. You can hear the two difference. All right, and this is how a celeste would sound like. I'm sure you are very curious how does a celeste sounds like. Okay, so this is a celeste. Yes, so this is a celeste. And it does really brings out the fairy tale land inside, right? Okay, and next one up is the brass section. Well, I'm sure you can figure out what's the last tune from what movie it comes up from. Yes, it's the very famous Avengers theme. So you see, when we want to portray heroic and triumphant, composers uses a lot of brass section to accompany them. All right. So for my conclusion, one single music feature cannot fully determine an emotion. It is where we have different features combined together to let us experience the emotion when we listen to them. So for example, just now, if I put a brass session, the instrumentation, I put a mid tempo and I put a major tonality to it, it will let you feel triumphant and heroic and uplifting. So this is what I meant by we cannot determine one emotion through one musical feature. Usually the song comprises of many musical features working together to evoke that particularly emotion out. All right. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit activity. I hope that we still have some time. Okay, we'll quickly go through it. Let's listen to some of the music and try to name the title of the song. I'll play the song out. Okay, you can guess the title or you can come up with your own title. How do you feel when you listen to the song? All right. Okay, so this is the first song. Okay, so you can write down in the comment section what do you think the song is about, or what title you can come up with. Okay, we are open up to all kinds of answers. Okay, and this is the next song. All right, so this is song number 2. Can anyone suggest a title for the song? Okay, so there's no right or wrong. Okay, just express what you feel and what title do you think it suits it. Okay, and this is song number 3. Okay, and here you go. Last song. Okay, song number 4. Okay, so here's the ending of all 4 songs. Okay, so you can write down your answer in the comment section. Later on, I'll have a look, and maybe we can have some Q&A discussion about it. Okay, so the conclusion is this activity helps us to understand each of the music brings us the emotion that is each of the music brings us. It also helps us to associate our emotion with the right music. So for practical application, when you need to uplift your spirit, let's say you are very down, you feel very sad, so you listen to music that is happy, that's fast, that's inspiring. Or when you want to relax and sleep, you don't listen to music that's fast and pumping. You will want to listen to some music that's relaxing and helps you to go to sleep. So this is the practical application to it. Okay, how does it helps us in our future? So when we understand music and how it evokes our emotion, we can use this music to help us concentrate or do a better task in more demanding and cognitive tasks. Okay, so it also help our psychologists and psychiatrists to develop better therapies involving music to in the music therapy industry. All right, so this is my conclusion for my sharing today, and that's all for my sharing today. I'll pass back the screen back to Kidos, but before that, still remember, I have to ask one question. Okay, so pay attention. So here's the question coming up. Are you ready? Okay, name one of the musical feature that can build up the emotions that we are experiencing when we listen to music. All right, I'll repeat again. So this is the question for the giveaway contest. Okay, name one of the musical feature that build up to the emotion that we are experiencing when we listen to music. So basically, it's the musical feature that I've been talking about in my whole sharing. So just one of it will do. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for staying with me in this 1 hour sharing session. I hope that my sharing has inspired you to learn more about your emotions and how to how to cope with emotions when you're listening to music. And before I end my sharing session, I would like to pass back the screen back to Kidos, Samantha, for our Q&A session.
Hi, Anne. Thanks for your sharing.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, from here we understand that actually, because usually when we listen to a song, we just listen to it. We don't even know that actually in a piece of song, there's a different kind of elements, different kind of those components that make it feel like we have a different emotion from the beginning until the end. So it's like really like a very informative one so that we can really understand it. So we do have some question over here. Okay, some of the viewer private message us and ask that since music is related to emotion, what you think about prenatal music therapy? If the mom listen to like a lot of classical music, soothing, or maybe very slow type of music, when the baby born, after born, will be a calmer baby or easy to take care of? What do you think about this?
There's not really a scientific way to prove it yet, the connection of prenatal music to development of baby and their character. So I couldn't really tell you from the scientific way, but from the experience that I have been for a music teacher, I felt that classical music it not only calms the baby, it also calms the mother down. So when you have a healthy mommy, you'll have a healthy baby. Yeah.
So you have a happy mommy, you will have a happy baby as well.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Okay, understood that.
Because that one involves a lot more of the biological and psychological side. So this one, because I'm not a scientist myself and I don't have the scientific proof, but I do believe that music will help to develop our emotion, to calm us down. So when we are at a balanced state, then we have a balanced body. So we have then all the energy will flow through.
Okay, there's a question here from Elaine. Elaine asks, where can I get the Jingle Bell song in the irregular time, whereby you just show us just now?
Oh, okay. This one I actually I got it from YouTube. It's by a very talented pianist. He posted up his own work. I think you can search Jingle Bells in irregular time. Then it will come up. Yeah, I used the snippet from it. Yeah.
Okay, understand. Okay, this is the last question over here because there's a lot of music instrument that we can learn from the music school and all these things. If let's say I want to let my children to expose to different type of music or maybe different type of musical instrument, do they have a music program that can cater for this kind of needs?
Yes. First off, you will need to understand music instrument is a medium. The instrumentation is a medium for them to learn music. So no matter what instrument you choose, you will still be learning music. Music is an art. So we have from smaller 4-year-old, starting from 4-year-old, we help them to develop musical sense, music appreciation, and some notes learning through this program called Music for Little Mozarts. And after that, when they went through the program, after that they can be able to choose what instrument they want to learn, be it a piano or a ukulele or a guitar. So it opens up doors of different instrumentation rather than I suggest every student should learn piano. It's not that because when we're talking about music, music is an art. Music is a big form. So when we learn piano, it's just a way to discover music. So yes, we do have courses, piano, guitar, ukulele, drum, different kind of music courses in Perfect Cadence. You are welcome to drop us a PM, and then we'll explain more to you. But it's instrumentation are just a way to learn music. It doesn't define whether they are good or not.
Okay, thank you very much. So thank you for coming to this sharing section. We really learned a lot during the sharing, yeah. And I hope that we managed to answer some of the questions just now. And if you do have more questions for Anne, you can just continue to comment it in the live right now, and then Anne will reply you after this section. And also please like and follow Perfect Cadence Music School Facebook page so you're able to get up-to-date info from there. So before we end this section, do you have any other things like to talk to our viewer for today's?
Yes, I think I'd just like to remind everyone to remember the giveaway contest, to answer your question and the comment section, share, like our Facebook page, and tag 3 friends. All the mechanics will be more detailed in Kido's Facebook page. So please do remember to do that, not to miss out the chance to win the ukulele.
Like the grand prize, right?
Yes, yay.
Okay, it's time to say goodbye. Once again, thank you, our speaker for today, and bye.